Julie woke up very slowly. Her body felt heavy. Her head felt very heavy too. It was a dark morning outside her window. She closed her eyes again. She did not want to open them. A deep ache was inside her head. It was a dull, constant pain. She touched her forehead with her hand. Her skin felt very warm. She knew she had a fever. Her body felt hot. She tried to swallow. Her throat felt very dry. It was also very sore. Each swallow hurt a little. She made a small sound. Her voice was not strong at all. Her nose started to run. She sniffed again and again. Her nose felt wet. She felt very tired. She did not have much energy today. Every part of her body felt weak. Today was Tuesday. She had to go to work. Her job was at an office downtown. She sat up slowly in her bed. This small action made her head hurt even more. The pain pulsed in her temples. She thought about her work. She had many tasks to do today. There were emails to answer. There were reports to finish. She had a meeting at 10 o'clock. But she felt too sick. She could not go to work like this. She really needed to rest. She felt too weak to stand. She felt too weak to walk. She needed to stay in bed. She needed to call her boss. His name was Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel was a good man. He was fair to everyone. But he also wanted his team to be present at work. He liked people to be on time. Calling in sick was a serious thing. She had to do it right. She needed to explain her situation clearly. She also needed to sound sick. She really was sick, but sometimes her normal voice sounded strong. It did not always show her true feelings. She did not want Mr. Daniel to think she was not sick. She did not want him to doubt her. She sighed deeply. This action made her throat hurt even more. She reached for her phone on the nightstand. She looked at the screen. She found Mr. Daniel's number in her contacts. She took a deep breath. She tried to calm her racing heart. She pressed the call button. The phone started to ring. Each ring made her feel more nervous. What would she say? How would Daniel react? She thought about her words carefully. Mr. Daniel answered the phone. "Hello, Daniel speaking. How may I help you?" he said. His voice was clear and strong. Julie felt a little nervous. Her hand was shaking slightly. "Hi, Daniel. Julie here," she said. She tried to make her voice sound weak. She cleared her throat a little. It was a small sound. Mr. Daniel paused for a moment. "Oh, hi, Julie. How are you?" he asked. His tone was polite. Julie knew she had to tell him the truth. "Actually, I am feeling quite ill today," she said slowly. She hoped he would understand her situation. She hoped he would believe her. Mr. Daniel sounded concerned. "Oh, I am sorry to hear that. What is wrong?" he asked. Julie explained her symptoms. She wanted to be clear. "I think I'm coming down with the flu," she said. "I have a headache, a sore throat, a runny nose, and I am feeling slightly feverish." She listed each symptom carefully. She tried to make her voice sound tired. Mr. Daniel listened quietly. "I see. So you are calling in sick?" he asked. His question was direct. Julie confirmed her reason for the call. "Yes, I was hoping to take the day off to recover." She waited for his answer. Mr. Daniel said, "Okay, then try and get some rest." His voice was polite. It was a standard reply, but Julie did not think he fully believed her. She felt his doubt. It was like a cold feeling inside her. She knew her voice was not convincing enough. It sounded too normal. She had not sounded sick enough. She hung up the phone. A wave of disappointment washed over her. She felt a little sad. She was really sick, but Daniel did not sound convinced. She wanted him to truly understand. Julie lay back down in her bed. She pulled the covers up to her chin. She thought about the call again. She remembered Daniel's tone. It was kind, but also a little distant. He did not sound very warm. She felt that he thought she was not really sick. This made her feel bad. It made her feel worried. She closed her eyes. She coughed a little. The cough was dry. It hurt her chest. It sounded like a real sick cough. She thought, maybe I did not sound sick enough. She decided to try again. This time, she would make her voice sound very weak. She would add some coughs. She wanted Daniel to hear how sick she was. She wanted him to have no doubt. She waited a few minutes. She drank some water from a glass on her nightstand. Her throat still hurt a lot. She picked up her phone again. She found Daniel's number for the second time. She took another deep breath. She tried to make her voice raspy. "Hi, Daniel. Julie here," she said. She added a soft cough. She tried to make her voice very soft. It was a deliberate effort. Mr. Daniel paused longer this time. He seemed to notice the coughs. "Oh, hi, Julie. How are you?" he asked. He sounded a little more concerned. Julie spoke slowly. "Actually, I am feeling quite ill today," she said. She added another small cough. Her voice sounded weaker now. Mr. Daniel sounded more worried. "Oh, I am sorry to hear that. What is wrong?" he asked. Julie repeated her symptoms. She used her weak voice. "I think I am coming down with the flu," she said. She coughed a few more times. "I have a headache, a sore throat, a runny nose, and I'm feeling slightly feverish." She tried to sound very weak. She hoped her acting was good. Mr. Daniel listened closely. He did not interrupt. "I see. So you are calling in sick?" he asked. Julie said, "Yes, I was hoping to take the day off to recover." She made her voice very soft at the end. Mr. Daniel's tone changed. He sounded truly understanding now. His voice was warmer. He sounded sympathetic. "Okay, then try and get some rest, Julie," he said. He sounded much more convinced. He seemed to believe her this time. Julie felt a wave of relief. It felt like a heavy weight left her shoulders. "Thank you, Daniel," she said softly. She truly meant it. She hung up the phone for the second time. A small smile came to her face. Daniel believed her. She could finally rest without worry. She closed her eyes again. Her body still felt heavy. Her head still ached. Her throat still hurt. But her mind was at peace. She did not need to worry about work today. She could focus only on getting better. She pulled her blanket higher up to her chin. The room was quiet. She heard the soft sound of the wind outside her window. It was a gentle sound. She thought about her friend Marco. He also got sick sometimes. She remembered him saying, "It happens to everyone." She knew this was true. It was okay to be sick. It was okay to rest. She would drink warm tea. She would sleep a lot. She hoped to feel better in 2 days. She thought about the useful phrases she had used. I am feeling quite ill today. I am coming down with the flu. I am calling in sick. I am hoping to take the day off. These phrases were very useful. They helped her talk to her boss politely. She was glad she used them correctly. She felt the warmth of her bed. She slowly drifted off to sleep. Her sick day had begun. She hoped for a fast recovery. She knew resting was important for her health. She closed her eyes. The quiet room helped her relax completely. She was happy for the rest. She felt a peaceful calm.